Check, check.
Is it working out?
I don't know. We thought it was.
Testing. Anybody can just want to chat, give us a heads up, please.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Camosun College versus the Douglas College Royals. And we are just about at the national anthems. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer.
Camosun is honored for the opportunity that we all have to work, learn, and compete on these beautiful events. We now politely ask for everyone who is able to please rise and move their hats for our national anthem.
Welcome everybody to the start of the 25-26 PACWEST men's volleyball season. It is the Camosun Chargers versus the Douglas College Royals, and we are just about set to meet the starting lineups for both teams. We'll turn it over to our public address announcer, Ian LaHaye. From Sydney, Cumberland in Australia, first year. Good hands, 5'11", McMath secondary. Libero, Parker Nips. Josh Lang, middle blocker, playing in the M2 position. Marvin Tamusame, he is the go-to man for this Douglas College squad. Nick Robles, outside hitter in his third year. Provincial All-Star last year. Position was a starter last year out of Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. New addition to this Chargers squad in the lip spot, wearing the different colored jersey. Jake Bolton, also known as Junior. He'll be on the left side. don't get much love from the referees. The ball is low like that. Another spin serve coming. Oh, big serve. Waldring off the block, and it is out of bounds.
Yeah, great job by the Chargers. Tough serve. Just a defense on that passing, right? Just pop that ball up, and then Eli able to kill on the left side.
Here's Adolfson on the end line, got a big spin serve. It's just a question of his consistency. Looked good at the start of this season. Down the line he goes. High ball, and it is out of bounds. No touch called. So that scores a point for the Chargers.
Yeah, Nicholas.
Robles.
Yeah, very dynamic left side. Got good hops as well. Tried to find a fingertip there. Couldn't connect. Point Chargers.
Yes, he's only 5'11", but boy, can he ever get up in the stratosphere as the Chargers put that one into the net and give it straight back to Douglas College. On the end line, Joshua Lang out of Richmond Christian. And he's electing to go with the float serve, and that one is just out on the sideline.
Yeah, and especially on the men's game, right, where we have a whole lot more of spin servers, strong servers. You definitely don't want your float server missing on the start of the game on a float serve.
No, it's high risk, high reward, that's for sure. Sugar goes up, and this one misses. Down the line, the block is really set. And that's a couple of early misses for Robles. See if he can recover. He was an all-star last year out of David Thompson High School, going into his third year. And that one is hit wide cross court. So 3 errors from Douglas College gives the Chargers a 2-point lead, 6-4. Another errant pass off the block, but kept alive. Waldring is there. Oh, a set from the lying position, kept alive. But down the line it goes as Marvin makes no mistake on that. Some scrambly play there.
Yeah, scramble play on the Chargers side. We're able to keep that ball alive. But then on the Royal side, we have Marvin, who's their go-to guy. Very efficient on that right side attack. Great job by the Royals.
And a float serve comes in. Nice pass. And that one into the net on his own side is Huxley Wendland. So that's a point for Douglas College, and we are tied at 6. 1 miss, 1 error, and there's a 2-point swing. And this one is hit high, but it kind of got away from Eli Waldring there. What looked like it went off the end of his fingers.
Yeah, definitely not the contact he was hoping for. Kind of slowed down a little bit on his arm swing. Got to go 100%.
So right now that float serve being really effective, straight back to Waldring, and he just hammers that one.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to see from Eli, right? Going all in, full power, don't slow down. Beautiful swing there by Eli. Great side out job by the Chargers. Perfect pass, textbook.
An exclamation point for sure as he is on the end line now and puts a big spin serve in. It's an over bump. Chargers out of the middle. And this one looks like it is hit long as the ball kind of got away from Huxley Wendland.
A couple of missed opportunities here for Huxley. Feeling a little bit here at the start of the game. I'm sure he'll bounce back.
Well, first match of this new season for both of these teams. Oh, and there's a big serve, but that is way long. And interesting that Douglas College has 9 of their 16 players are returning from last year, and 6 of the 7 starters played last year. They weren't all starters at that time, but they got that experience of being in a championship. So definitely a veteran squad on the floor.
Yeah, these are all players that are used to playing on big games, right? Even though a lot of them are third and second years, they're very, used to big games and championship games. So expect them to give a hard fight here to the Chargers.
Another float serve. Gets away from Adolfson. He's going to put that one over. Easy top spin. Back row it goes, and that one is down the line. And Marvin just threading the needle there.
Yeah, another one by Marvin. Seems to be going for the line a little bit more right now. Being very efficient as he's very used to being. Great job by the Chargers' right side. By the Royals' right side, I'm sorry.
And this one is outside, down the line, and it's out of bounds. So another error charged against the Chargers, and that gives Douglas College a 3-point lead early here in set number 1. It's a best of 5 contest. And a reprieve is granted as that one goes into the net.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are feeling a little bit of those early game jitters. A lot of mistakes going on right now. I'm sure they're still getting used, to the new season and getting to the rhythm of the game. So we'll see how things play out here, middle of the first set.
Yeah, it's a lot different, isn't it, Ed, than a month of training, and now you're into the real thing. And that ball is hit out of bounds by the Royals, so a point scored by the Chargers as they are within 1 now.
And you're right, Charles. Nothing like the actual competition, facing the other 7 guys on the other team. Yeah, really exciting match night here at Pisces.
Oh, another big serve, an over bump, and on the outside, that's a setter's dream. Matt Rappin has the opportunity to slam one down on an over bump. Setters love that.
Nice, and great job by Huxley, right? Missed a couple of hits there at the start of the game. Now 2 really good serves, getting 2 points here for the Chargers.
He's got a lot of torque on that ball, but changes this one up. And it ends up being successful as the Royals go out of the middle. That passing early on has forced them to go to the wings, and so good pass. They're going to exploit that middle.
Especially the Royals after not having their 2 starters from last season, right? Playing with 2 different middle blockers starting on this season. So I'm sure DeSato will try to use them as much as he can.
And Adelson, another error as he tries to tip that ball, but that block is a solid wall.
Yeah, probably try to recycle that ball. Didn't really work on his favor. Royals up 2 points.
Bolton, nice pass. Outside, off the block, kept alive. Sugar is there.
Good touches on defense by the Royals. Showing great block positioning, making life really hard here for the Chargers to kill a ball. Eventually, Chargers were able to kill that on that overpass.
And a very sharp cross-court shot that time from Luke Hans. I think that's the first time we've seen his attack, second year out of Richmond.
Luke Hans, yeah, quick attack there. Very, very quick player, dynamic. Both left sides sharing some of the same characteristics. Great job here by Luke.
And that big spin serve touches the net, which throws the timing off. And that ball is to the floor, so a clear point for Douglas College, and again, it is a 3-point bulge for the Royals. And this one is off the outside block and down. Waldring looks like a two-hand tip there.
Two-hand tip, wasn't feeling comfortable with the speed and the height of that set. Everybody knew he was going to tip. It was just too good of a tip to be dug. Good job by Eli.
Adelson, oh, there's a good serve. 3-meter line shot. Oh, and that one all over the net. It looked like that was Nick Robles. It's like he almost brought that net down.
You could tell he definitely wanted to take a swing on that ball, right? Maybe too tight. Couldn't get his arm off the net. Point Chargers, 1 point behind.
Another good serve. Back setting this time. And it is Marvin going cross court. Now that's a sign of a smart hitter. He's kind of set the block up because they were blocking cross court and he hit down the line. Now as they go out to get him on the line, he hits cross court.
And his smart hitter adjusts based on the set, right? Marvin knows if he hits down, he's gonna get blocked. So he's always trying for that deep angle, deep parts of the court.
A low set and an error on the Chargers. But they get the ball. There's a net violation perhaps. Now Scherger on the end line. Oh, and he bombs one, but it is deep. Too deep.
And both middles from the Chargers, they have what we call a hybrid serve, right? Where they toss it for a float, and you never know if it's coming as a float or as a spin serve. So very interesting serving tactics here from the Chargers.
Waldring is dug. Outside it goes. Cross court, hard, and out. Point Royals.
Yeah, Royals showing a little bit more emphasis here, a little bit more power on their attacks, right? Being a little bit more determined to get that kill on the very first chance that they get. And that's showing on the scoreboard now, 3 points ahead.
And Robles there, he'd made 3 or 4 errors early on, but he just keeps going, just keeps hitting and he's trying to find his groove.
Exactly.
But the Chargers get one back on a missed serve, and Waldring goes back, putting the ball into play. The substitution on the Douglas College side, while Eli Waldring is waiting to serve. He puts that one in, causes all kinds of troubles, but there's a great conversion there off the blocker's hands and out of bounds, and that scores for the Royals.
Yeah, great job by Nicholas, right? As you mentioned, started the game with 3 missed hits and kept swinging, kept believing on his attack power, and here it shows. Tough set for him. High and nice swing, able to score.
But comes straight back with a missed serve. And that's the one thing you'll see in the men's game on this spin serve. It's high risk, high reward. So if it's in, you can take a player out of the offense. But if it misses, it's a point for the other team.
Exactly.
Bolton, easy serve going to the middle. Kept alive on a head bump. Adelson on the recycle. Out of the middle it goes, and that is put down by Wendland.
Nice, so a little bit of a lucky play there for the Chargers. Able to keep that ball alive on a head dig.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Rappin would say that's using your head, man. Bolton, again, going with that float. Cross court. Another perfect pass into the middle it goes. But I think there's a violation here, or a net touch, maybe a center line or a net touch. So the Chargers get that ball. And I think that was Jacob and Tosic on the net in the middle for Douglas College. This pass is off, high ball. Stopped on the block, outside it goes. And no touch there, and that ball is out of bounds. So the Chargers squander an opportunity there, and they are trailing by a point.
Yeah, Chargers had the opportunity to jump ahead on the score. Transition opportunity, not able to catch a fingertip there.
Low pass, off the block. Another opportunity. Off the block and down. This time it's Adolfson using all of his frame to stretch up for that ball. He's 6'5", right at the apex of his jump and off the blocker's hands.
Yeah, you gotta have resources, right? A lot of times you're gonna give your all on that swing. It's still not able to kill it. You gotta find some different ways to put the other team in trouble.
So we are in the red zone now after 20. This is when you want the ball to be in play, not into the net.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there on that swing. Maybe it wasn't the right time to give it 100%, but in any case, good try. Point Royals.
Well, we always talk about the parabola of the ball as it's crossing the net. It's got to make an arc. Can't be straight and flat, otherwise it's right into the tape. There's a nice serve on the other side. High ball, but it's dug. Oh, look at that quick play in transition from Douglas College. My goodness, that was super fast. And Luke Hand's quick feet to get in there and pound that one.
Yeah, started with a great serve on the Royal side. The Chargers not able to kill it. The Royals playing super fast when they had the opportunity.
So while folks are watching, just to bring you up to speed, we had some technical difficulties in the previous match, but the Camosun Chargers women's team ended up winning 15-13 in the fifth set in a 5-set barn burner. What an opening match for this 25-26 season.
Oh yeah, and a special shout out to Erica Bowling. Just doing what she does best on her 5th year, trying to reach that 1,000 kills mark. Just dropping many aces tonight, lots of thundering kills. So shout out Erica, really good job.
Very, very close on both sides. And the other interesting thing, Jeff Ross, the coach of the women's team, is also the coach of the men's team.
Yeah, very interesting, and lots of volleyball tonight here for Mr. Ross. And then getting to the hotel later, doing all the scouting, and then all of it, getting ready for tomorrow. Busy man here tonight.
I don't know, is there such a thing as too much volleyball?
Debatable.
All right, here we go again. Another big serve coming, the spin taken, kept alive. Waldring goes in with a little roll shot, and that one scores.
Eli showing some different swings here.
Looked like he was on the beach.
Big hitter, you don't really expect a lot of tips or roll shots from Eli. Good job on switching things up a little bit.
High ball to the outside again, and this time Marvin is shut down. And that is a big block out on that right side. As Scherger and Waldring are right there.
That's probably the Chargers' best blocking lineup there with Eli, Lkwugen, and Edvard. Marvin swinging from the left side, so good job on the Chargers putting two good blockers in front of him.
Out of the back row it comes, and this one did not go over. So it hit the tape, looked like that set might have been a little bit higher out of position.
Yeah, not too much of a good set there. Nicholas still trying to hit it, wasn't able to connect. Chargers up 1 point now.
An opportunity here out of the middle, and it is thunderously put down, and that is Antosic 6'6", outside hitter in his second year. Walnut Grove graduate. Big serve coming here. But handled perfectly. It's right kite. And it is put away. What an incredibly athletic set from Matt Rappin.
Tight pass there. Rappin still able to fix it. And Chargers able to get to the 24th point. Set point here for the Chargers. Got to connect on the serve.
Adolfson on the end line here. Big serve for him. When it's on, he's deadly. Oh, and he takes a rip at it and scores that point. So the first set in the opening match of the season goes to the Camosun Chargers by a score of 25-23. We'll be back with set 2 in just a minute. Welcome back to Chargers Friday Night Volleyball. Charles Parkinson here along with Eduardo Bida. And Ed, just talking about the Douglas College Royals being at the national championships, they really peaked at the end of last season, winning that provincial championship to get there. And that experience, how valuable is that, playing in kind of on the national stage for your next season when you come back in, even if you're not actually on the floor?
Well, even if you're not on the floor, right? It's just a matter of being around, the best players in the country and being around that environment, feeling all that, you have to feel, and seeing how everybody gets prepared, especially your veterans, right? It's very important. And seeing really the level of the play that you have to be at if you want to get to the national championships, right? I think that's really the most important thing. Seeing, especially for the young guys, seeing, okay, this is the level that we have to play at if we want to get back here next year. So
it gives you a target to go after when you're in your training, those sort of endless days of preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are just about set for the second set here in this best of 5 contest. First 4 sets are to 25, but you win by 2. The last set, if it goes the distance, is to 15 points. Again, a win by 2.
Yeah, Royals were up here for the most part of the first set. A couple of transition opportunities for the Chargers at the end of the set. We're able to, sneak that set from the Royals. Here we go for a second set.
Well, so far, I would have to give the passing advantage to the Chargers. Really, Marvin has not been very active because the passes haven't been that great. We'll see if they use them here in this next set. Ball is dug out of the right side. Waldring, oh, that's a really easy play out of the pipe. And that one was just throttled. Nick Robles.
He's got crazy hops, hey? Just jumps super high, hitting that pipe right in the middle of the 3-meter line, even on the 1-meter line. Great job by the left side.
Big spin serve coming. And it is cross court and a winner. Josh Singh, the setter at 5'10", just putting some heat on that ball.
Oh yeah, good jumper too. Nice and good spin server, especially for what we can call a short guy, I guess. Great job here by the setter. Beautiful ace.
2-0 for the Royals here in the second set as we're having a little floor wiping. Get some of that sweat off this wood floor, make it a little less slippery. Expect to see exactly the same thing. Up it goes. And this one is dug. Out of the middle, and Scherger just drills that one straight down into the kneecaps of Parker Hicks.
Textbook side out by the Chargers. Perfect pass. Lkwugen using all his reach, his height for a big swing. Great job by the Chargers.
Good timing there out of the middle. Just one of the keys to success. Adelson, an errant pass, high ball, way in the stratosphere. Marvin's there, and the ball is finally put down after a dig attempt.
And really how important it is for your attacker to be aggressive on those high and tough sets, right? Marvin didn't have a full approach. He still went for a half swing, put the Chargers in trouble. Point Royals.
Well, if nothing else, you're taking other attackers out of the play. And this one is a clean ace to the floor. And that's Luke Hans. Again, another 5'11" attacker, but with great hops and a beautiful arm swing.
Great position there on that serve. Not too hard of a hit, but hitting right at the right spot.
Touches the tape. It's way outside. Looked like it was off ahead and out of bounds. There's an error from Waldring as he wanted to get on top of that, but again, off the end of his fingers.
Yeah, it's a tough swing on that one because we know you're going to have a blocker in front of you. It's a high ball. Sometimes better to, just get the ball, go for a pass, and try to go for a play.
So those errors are costly as the Chargers drop yet another one, and now it is 6-1, and the Royals have come alive.
Yeah, level of attention here dropped for the Chargers. A couple of not so hard serves. Royals were able to pick up a few points on those. Great job by the Royals.
And Kelvin Ma has to stop the bleeding, so he has called a timeout. Called his team over, and he's going to talk to them. And when you're facing a spin server like that, I mean, what's the strategy? You're just trying to get in front of it, or you're going to move another passer in, or what do you think?
Well, a lot of times it starts with the pre-game, right? Just studying your servers, seeing where they tend to serve most frequently. And then also communication amongst your passing line, right? Figuring out who has the seam, who has, which position, and then being aggressive. Being aggressive on the passing too, right? That means, tracking the ball and get your body behind the ball, right? Don't try to react to it, right? Just make sure you move faster than the ball's moving. And then, if it's a hard serve, just try to pop that ball up and then try to go for a swing. Don't try to be too perfect. Great job here by the Royals with the consistency, right? Missed a bunch of serves in the first set, showing a lot of more composure here on the second set. Up 5 points early on the set.
And you'll see that the Royals use a sort of a screen technique. So they're trying to prevent the Chargers from actually seeing the server, which makes it much more difficult. As this one hits the antenna, again, it's Waldring with a bit of an error. So you'll see that the passers can't see the server. because that's one of the cues, obviously, you can take in order to get into the right position. But if you can't see him, it's pretty difficult.
Exactly. And most of the teams do it, right? We
Oh,
just
for sure.
Stand there on the net, just waiting for the serve, making it as hard as possible for the other team.
This pass is on the money, and so is Sugar. So it's a simple game once you get that ball up.
Once that pass is perfect, then it gets simple for the attackers, right? Usually you have only one blocker in front of you, and these are all great athletes, powerful athletes. One-on-one situation, the attackers always have the advantage.
But straight into the net it goes. And with this rally point scoring system, an error is the same as a point for the other team. This float serve is taken. It's a little bit inside, but Doug on the outside it goes, and it's a roll shot, and that one scores. And again, it's Nick Robles. So a slow start for him, but since about midway through that first set, he's really come on.
Oh yeah, I mean, those first few mistakes doesn't really, affect an experienced player, a good player, right? He kept swinging, kept playing his game. And here we go, the Royals again.
Oh, and there's a lift, called it on Marvin on that tip.
Yeah, we'll see what the ref says. I guess modern volleyball, we've been seeing a lot more of those power tips and grabs and throws. It's a subjective rule, right? So it's up to the refs to decide what's a good tip, what's a good roll shot, and what's not. So we'll see if he has the same criteria for both teams here.
Well, the ball cannot come to rest in your hand. So if he thinks it did, then it's going to be called as a violation, but it doesn't matter because the ball goes straight back to the Royals on a missed serve.
Yeah, Chargers definitely not feeling it right now. Too many mistakes, making life easy for the Royals. Royals up 10-3.
Yes, much more inconsistent in set number 2. And they get one back as Douglas serves long. So we're trading errors here.
Yeah, not too much of a costly mistake here for the Royals, given the advantage on the score, but you don't want to miss both serves.
Bolton on the end line. He goes deep, but it's cut off short. Out of the back row, off the blocker's hands it goes, as Marvin just casually kind of saunters in and strokes that ball.
Now Marvin showing why he was a first-team All-Star on the National Championship last year, PACWEST MVP, just really showing off right now here at Pisces.
Big serve, but taken well. Diving save from Robles. Here's an opportunity on the wing. Great rally on both sides here. Down and out as Adolfson is able to put that down, and there's no chance at all for Parker Hicks, the lib, to be able to control that ball. But that is maybe the best rally we've seen so far.
Great rally, good job by Advard. Tough set, still able to hit that deep cross shot.
Little float serve is an over bump on his own side, kept alive though. The ball's in play. Inside set, and the block is there from Charger.
Wow.
From the Chargers. That was a weird play.
I don't know what happened there. Chargers still able to keep the ball alive. And then getting it blocked on a fastball to the left side. Lucky Chargers.
Everybody seemed like they'd stopped playing there. But a point scored nonetheless. This pass, though, is on the money. Kept alive, though. Chargers, an opportunity here. Adolfson goes short and shallow. Another chance on the wing. And this one is clubbed, and clubbed hard by Luke Hands.
Luke Hands, very dynamic, very resourceful left wing attacker. Great job here by the Royals. Royals with double the points of the Chargers right now.
So far, Josh Singh doing a really good job of distributing that ball. Location seems to be pretty good for his attackers. And this one is an over bump, so another transition opportunity. Touch. Big Sur swing coming here. Kept alive by Marvin. Free ball. Here comes 3 Chargers, and that one is down in a heartbeat.
Great job by the Royals on keeping that ball alive. Chargers able to outlast them eventually.
Sugar's got a really interesting swing. His snap from the elbow to the wrist is really quick.
Yeah.
So when he's in there, once he started that motion, it's very fast. Tough to block. Oh, a naked pipe there. Good disguise. And that one is down. The pipe, of course, coming from the back row.
Exactly. Nicholas very active so far in this match here. A lot of digs and many powerful swings. Great job by number 17.
And this one is wide. As Singh was trying to catch a sideline there, but that sends Edelson to the end line. Native of Norway, studying at Camosun College in sport management. Inside the block, Marvin puts it down. He makes it look easy.
Right, yeah, and you can tell right now, like the 2 most consistent players on the Royal side, Marvin and Nicholas, just being really, really, good on the attacks and participating over the game.
Yeah, really in control. And Sugar, he's doing a lot of damage out of the middle there. His connection with Rapid is really good.
Yeah, it seems to be working fine. I guess so far all of his swing went to position number 5, so we'll see if the middle blockers from the Royals will adjust on
Make
that.
an adjustment.
So far, good game by Lkwugen.
Oh, and that one dropped like a stone and scores the ace for the Chargers.
Yeah, nice hybrid serve there by Lkwugen. Tosses it for a flow, puts the top spin on it. Tough to predict what's going to happen.
Big swing off the block and about 5 meters into the crowd.
Yeah, you love to see an aggressive player like that. You know, every chance he's been getting, he's going at it. Really, really nice to watch a player like that.
And he seems to be hitting down on the block. He's getting up so high. There's an errant pass, a free ball opportunity. Chance for a conversion, but there's a miss. No, it looked like a touch on the block as Douglas scores the point, and they have been in control of this second set since about 5 points.
Nicholas, you're right when you mentioned he goes so high. At the start of the match, he was looking for fingertips where he doesn't have to, right? Just aim for a deep corner of the court. You just go so high, just play aggressive and hit the ball.
Waldron goes cross court. Speaking of hitting high, talking to Kelvin Ma, the coach of the Chargers, telling me that he's touching 11-7 right now.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
That is 3 inches below the top of a basketball backboard. Just to put it in perspective, the rim is at 10 feet. I'm sure he could go between the legs, around his back, and through the arms, and then slam it. Chargers serving, easy float serve, high ball set, and there's a little chip shot. Again, looked like it had topspin, side spin, ricochets off the block.
When you're such a good jumper like Nicholas is, right? Jumped, kind of stopped midair, thought about what he was doing, couldn't have the full swing on it. Just go for a road shot off the block. Beautiful job by number 17.
Yeah, he stopped up there, had a coffee, read the paper, and then decided where he was going to hit it.
And then Marvin missing a full serve. I'm sure he's not happy with that. A very consistent player, doing pretty good on his attacks here.
Jake Bolton on the end line, 4th year, Richmond, BC. Oh, and there's a big attack. Haven't seen too many of those from Shea Quintel. He's from Brisbane Water Secondary College. Another Australian on the floor. I wonder if these guys all speak Australian to each other. Oh, big serve. That's a monster there. Wow. Robles, he tagged all of that one.
Great serve there by Nicholas, just showing off here on the second set, and then having a little something to say back to the
to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And the crowd gets on him after that one.
The crowd loves it. Makes it fun. As long as everything stays respectful,
Yep.
No big deal with some trash talking.
Well, Huxley Wendland, he's had some pretty good serves himself, so see what he can do. Yikes, that was not great.
Yeah, Chargers definitely lost a little bit of their heat, their consistency here on the second set. Not giving the Royals too much to work for. Royals ahead with not too much trouble.
This is Quinnell. Puts a float one in. It's an over bump. Kept alive though. Oh, on this one, got away from hands. But I think there was a net violation on the play from the Chargers. And so it is 21-13, and Kelvin Law calls another timeout.
Yeah, Chargers definitely lost a little bit of that attention here. There's a lot of mistakes on many different skills of the game, missed serves, net touch, and just not, having their best performance here on set number 2.
Well, there's always that sort of, first of all, you have opening set jitters, and then maybe you start trying too hard. And you're swinging not to make mistakes rather than swinging to score points. And it kind of gets in your head as a hitter. And of course, if you're a left side guy, you're a passer as well. And it sort of starts to compound itself.
Exactly. And sometimes not really able to see through the streaming, but just seeing it live, you can tell the Royals are being much more aggressive here on their swings, right? Just swinging at 100%, swinging to score the ball rather than trying to find something and see what happens. So the Royals showing a lot of aggressiveness here on set number 2.
And very patient. And I think they feed off the calmness of a guy like Marvin who's out there. They know he's their get out of jail guy no matter what. And he just kind of quietly gets the job done. And this one sails out of bounds, so a timely timeout as a point is scored. Rappin is back in, and out comes Micah Snobelin. Perfect pass, back set, and that ball put away, and you could hear Marvin, there was a big grunt on that shot, a little more energy into it.
Yeah, showing a lot of consistency here on his hits. Always hitting deep court, And I guess he found his position, hey, from the first year playing as a middle blocker, and
Yeah.
then last year transitioning to the right side.
I would say so.
Doing pretty good.
Tough to get better than MVP in the national championships.
Now Marvin MVP on provincials, and then first team all-star.
First team all-star,
yeah,
that's right it was,
which
yeah.
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Not bad at all.
Yeah. So that one sails out of bounds, and it turns a point over to the Chargers. And we have a substitution now as Adolfson is coming out. And into the game for the first time is Kyle Stadola. Solid server for the Chargers last year. See what he can do. Well, not much coming off the bench cold. But Coach Calvin is going to allow him to stay in there and get warm.
Yeah, I guess Coach Calvin is already thinking about the next set here, allowing Kyle to get some momentum.
That's unusual. There's a pass made by Scherger, the middle. And Marvin just calmly storms on that ball. And that brings Douglas College within 1 point in this second set. It's 24-15. A bit of a beat down here as they have rebounded well. Overbump, opportunity to finish it. And that's exactly what Douglas does. 25-15 is the score, and we are tied 1 set apiece. So this turns into a 2 out of 3 now.
2 out of 3 now. We'll see how the Chargers bounce back from this second set. Not that we're hoping for in terms of performance here. So we'll see how they behave. Most importantly, I think, right? Just how much aggressiveness they're going to show on their actions and how decisive they are.
Well, one of the things in that second set for sure is that the Douglas servers ramped up their game. I mean, a couple of their small guys, Hans and Robles, went back there and they were just dropping bombs there. I mean, it was like full tilt.
Exactly.
And Chargers, a lot of floaters and, you know, a little bit of mixture, and even the spins aren't quite as hard.
Yeah, it felt like the Chargers came to the second set, you know, maybe still thinking about the win on the first. You know, when you win a set, you should expect the other team to always come back better, much better, and especially the champions, right?
Yeah.
They're the current champions. Most of their team is returning from last year, so don't expect anything easy here tonight. Even though you won a point, you won a set, the champions will always be a tough fight, especially the Royals. Such a traditional program, right? Always producing great teams, great games always against the Royals. So we'll see here what the third set brings us.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Calvin Ma makes any changes. He brought Stadola in there at the end, let him stay in a little bit. I think Eli may be struggling a little bit. Edvard maybe not as consistent as we've seen him. So we'll see whether he lets them play through it, come back like Robles did in the first set, or if he makes a change early on.
Right. I think that he's going to keep Kyle Stadola around now here on this third set. I'm not sure. But, you know, the Chargers do have some options on the bench. We'll see if Coach Calvin rely on those right now. If things keep going the way the second set went, I'm sure he's going to have to make some changes.
Well, undoubtedly he will pull the trigger if that's the case, but we'll see. I mean, I remember being in these situations, and you always want your veterans to play their way out of the doldrums, you know, and you're not having a great match, and give them a little rope, and we'll see if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm sure it's always a tough call for the coach as well. You know, when to keep people in, when to take them out of the game. You know, you don't want to, you know, lose your player to lose confidence in themselves. So I guess from what we can see here, Edvard's coming back. So
yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Yep, he's showing confidence in his in his starting athletes. It'll be interesting to see the length of rope that they have.
Great job by the referees here so far. A couple of tough calls, but you know, tough. The game of volleyball is so fast.
Yeah.
Some calls are just, you know, in the blink of the moment. Great job so far tonight here, Feisty.
Well, at the international level, of course, they have the Hawkeye system,
Exactly.
which is where you can see the replays like watching tennis. You know, the ball's in or out, and they have the same thing. But here, you just got to rely on your lines people and the up and down referee. But a perfect pass to start with for the Chargers, and they are successful.
Yeah, Oliver is showing really good composure here for a first year. I'm not sure if he redshirted last year or if this is actually his first year, but really good job tonight here so far by the young libero.
Good pass on the right side, and there looks like a net violation. And the referee having words with Luke Hands. Not sure what that was all about, but it's good news for the Chargers.
Yeah, ball clipped the antenna. I don't know if Luke saw it or not, but point Chargers.
And they go right back at him and give him another chance for a swing, and he responds. And that one is inside the 3-meter line. Good shot.
Yeah, great pass by Luke. Setter Joshua, you know, putting more confidence in his attacker. Second straight ball to him, Luke able to kill it. Expect a good serve from him right now.
And psychologically, that's so important. You know, you make an error and your setter comes straight back to you and helps you with your confidence. It's got to make you feel good.
Make you feel good for sure. I mean, only if you get the kill, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's Edvard Adolfsson. Goes back to serve. Takes a little bit off this serve. Marvin is dug. Here's a chance for Eli Waldring, but he is dug as well. And the block finally finishes it off. It's Bolton and Sugar side by side.
Good blocks here by the Chargers. Marvin tried to recycle that. His team wasn't ready for the ball to be back at that specific position. Point Chargers, 4-1.
A bit of a harder ball that time. High on the outside, sharp cross court. Bolton just getting his head out of the way on that one.
Oh man, Nicholas showing off here. Great sharp cross-court swing, one-on-one situation. Jake didn't see what happened.
That was about 2.5 meters. That was good. Oh, a delayed play there. I don't know if that was a long 50 or if it was just late.
Lachlan using all of his length to swing on that ball. A little bit of a rushed pass there to Matthew, still able to connect through the middle. Point Chargers.
Little topspin play. Oh, there's a pancake dig, but it looks like there is a net violation called. Now you're allowed to step on the line, but you can't step over the line.
No, cannot step over the line. I don't think Matthew could bring that ball up anyways. So point Royals, Marvin, float serving.
And Waldring makes no mistake on that one.
Yeah, hoping to see a little bit more from Eli here. Great potential, really powerful attacker. Guy just goes up so high, hits the ball so hard. Hoping to see him get a little bit of more action.
Well,
here.
on that right side is so important for all men's teams these days. You know, to get you sort of out of jail, but also it is psychologically really important to know that he's going to put the ball away no matter what the set is, how good it is, how weak it is.
Exactly. You know, it's always important, especially with the service level here at the men's game, right? A bunch of times you're going to be out of system. You have to have that one guy that's going to hit you out of trouble.
Beautiful force into the middle. Sugar has really terrific timing. Or was that Wendland, I think, on that ball? The Chargers maintaining a 3-point lead here at 7-4. And 2 in a row into the net from the Chargers, and float serves. I mean, that's got to just kill you.
I mean, it feels like we're repeating ourselves here on the
Yeah.
streaming, but, you know, especially after your spin server misses one, you most definitely don't want to put the float serve onto the net. So, point Royals.
High ball coming, Waldring. And he is off the block and out of bounds, and that's the exact play that we were just talking about. You gotta have a right side to be able to hit you out of trouble.
That's exactly what we're referring to. Eli, high ball, everybody knew he was going to hit it. Still able to pass through the block. Great job here by number 8.
An errant pass. Marvin, cross court, and that ball is dug. High to the outside it goes, but not a great set. Kept alive though. Chargers with another chance. High ball, Adolfson, and it is cross court and out of bounds. So a missed opportunity to get out of that play.
High set to the pin. Advard, I don't think he got you know, the connection he wanted with the ball. Missed the court.
Yeah,
Point Royals.
little bit out of position there. Big serve taken. Here's a chance for Marvin again though. This time Sugar is there. And on that power tip, I think it was a trailing arm that was able to corral that ball.
Yeah, great job by Lkwugen there. Matthew tried to dump that ball. I'm sure he's relieved that the Chargers got the point. Flow serving now for the Chargers, 3 points ahead.
Big high serve. Into the middle it goes. Beautiful one-handed set from Josh Singh. And that one is down. And Josh Lang finishes it off. Oh, and this one was right on the line. It had top spin and side spin moving away from you. That is a difficult pass.
Yeah, that's a tough serve from position 1 to position 1-2 there. Really tough serve by Luke.
This one's taken well, but a chance again for the Royals, and they are just having a field day out there right now. I mean, you pay the price when you can't pass.
Exactly, and realistically, it wasn't that much of a strong serve. Chargers were not able to put up a perfect pass on that ball, tight pass.
So we're 9-9 here. There is a tough pass, creates an overbump, another opportunity for a transition point, and it is out this time. Referee looking for touches from his lines people, not going to get any. So the point goes to the Chargers.
Yeah, really close call there. Nicholas trying to go for that line shot, wasn't able to connect. Missed opportunity here to go ahead.
Adelson, end line. Down the line he goes. High ball to the outside. Again, it is down the line, and there doesn't seem to be any answer from Rainer Gomez, the libero. No digs being made down that line.
Yeah, right now Marvin feasting on that line shot, being really effective when he picks that option. Great job by the Royals right side.
Waldring showing some of that elevation there as he puts that one off the blocker and out.
Yeah, it sure helps, hey, to touch 11-7. You know, to jump high. We got great athletes here on both teams. Great jumpers, powerful athletes, really nice to watch.
And this one is in. Sugar. And there's that hybrid that you're talking about. You don't know whether he's going to spank it for a float or if he's going to come over with a topspin really deep.
Yeah, we've been calling it a hybrid. Today he's been going mostly for the spin
spin,
serve.
yeah.
I feel like he's changed, to a definite spin serve. Nice, good job by Marvin.
Block a little late in closing there. And Douglas scores that one. And they're within striking distance, only a point separating these two teams. This is a seesaw battle, but an important set in a 5-set match. Bolton, and he is shut down on the outside.
Yeah, hitting in the middle of the block. Good blockers there, even though the setter 5'11", got good hops. Two good blockers in front of him. Tried to hit deep cross. Couldn't connect.
Well, you know what they say, you just cannot hit through bone no matter how much you try, and Shea Quinnell was there right in front of that ball on that block, but the Chargers get it back on a missed serve, and Waldring goes through his routine as he prepares to put this one in play. Outside it goes. Looked like it was over top of that block into the deep corner.
Yeah, definitely looked like over the top. Very smart shot, right? Using all of his reach to hit nice and deep. Top spin on that ball. Beautiful shot by the left side.
Robles, he's got a cannon, but this time tried to put too much chop on it.
Yeah, right now Royals, able to get some good swings, some good side outs, but missing from the service line, right? Not able to really gather any momentum with those nice kills.
When we saw that in the first set, the Chargers were kind of trailing, and then a couple of errors, and all of a sudden they're on top, and you kind of feel like the Chargers at any moment they could go off, but they're going to have to stop Marvin first, as we are now tied at 14.
Yeah, even though he's been missing a couple of float serves there, Marvin's showing a lot of effectiveness here on his right side swings. Good job so far by the right side of the
just
Royals.
so consistent,
Very
as an attacker. High ball. It's Doug though. Here comes Douglas in transition. I don't know what kind of play that was, but it was a bit fancy. Another chance. Third time for the Chargers. Can they get it in? No. Here's an opportunity for Douglas. Can they score? Yes, they can. So Chargers 3 opportunities. Douglas just needed 1.
Yeah, the Royals left side, Luke, just, that set was right in the middle of the net. Didn't even get to the left side position. Is still coming in aggressive. Really good job here by the left side. And again, another good kill by the Royals, followed by a missed serve.
Yeah.
And that's the hard thing, right? You gotta be able to play all the points like they're the same, right? So maybe you get to the end of the set here and you're gonna be thinking about all of those missed serves that you missed at the middle of the set.
Big serve there. One-on-one on the outside. Again, that is just pumped cross court. And looked a little bit like Matt Rappin was blocking the antenna there.
Yeah, Royals really doing a really good job with their side out game. 3 touches on the ball, boom.
Well, you've talked about the good passing and how it isolates the blockers on the other side. And that time, the blockers got together on Edvard and rejected the ball, so that gives Douglas a 2-point lead here as we move to the later stages of set number 3. And look at that serve!
Wow.
that was impressive.
Really nice serve by the setter, Joshua.
Now you really have to have your feet ready. You don't have much time to make any decisions here. And this one, what a fantastic pass, but the Chargers just can't seem to finish on that. But this time they do, and it's Rappin on the outside, and he celebrates.
Crucial block here for the Chargers. Royals were almost going ahead, 3 points here. Really good positioning there by Matthew Rappin. Chargers down 2 points now.
Yeah, some impressive serving from the Royals side of the net. Chargers looking to get one back here as this one is inside. Here's an opportunity in transition, but Waldring had fallen down, didn't have a chance to get up, and you give Marvin 2 swings and he's not gonna miss on the second one.
Yeah, it feels like the Royals attackers, they have a little, they have a little bit more options on their swings, going line, going cross, tips, recycling the ball. So doing a really good job on keeping the Chargers blockers gassing.
Chargers unfortunate there as Waldring had fallen down, but a good response there as Sugar comes straight back and puts that ball down in the middle. Stadola in now. Adelson is out. Oh, and he puts this one in. It's a tough one. Free ball opportunity. Chance to capitalize for the Chargers in the middle, and it's Sugar, but he hits it wide. Oh my goodness. A gift squandered.
An opportunity to be down by 1 point only. Now it's a 3-point game again. You really cannot miss those opportunities.
Good pass from Sugar. He comes in and makes up for it with that one.
Nice.
They're doing it all out there.
Good pass, quick approach, presenting himself to the setter. Nice reach, now going for that spin serve. We'll see what he can do from the service line.
And this one is blocked by Bolton, as it was a bit of an inside trap set there for Marvin.
Marvin kind of slowed down his arm swing, kind of dropped the elbow a little bit. Didn't go for a 100% attack. Good blocking from the Charger side.
And miss serve gives 21 points to the Royals in this third set. Teams are tied 1 set apiece. Float serve taken by Stadola in the middle, and this one is put down as well. So the Chargers running that middle really effectively.
Exactly. When the Chargers have a good pass, and they're able to call for all of their attackers, they're doing a really good job siding out here. It gets really hard when you don't have a good pass, right? Eli's serving now.
There's a chance for the Chargers to put the Royals in trouble. High ball to the outside. And no, that ball was touched. Wendland didn't know where it was. Down it went.
A little bit of a lucky play there by the Royals. Chargers would have the opportunity to go for a transition play. Not able to track that ball mid-flight. Point Royals.
Robles on the end line now. He did some damage the last time he was there.
Big server.
Oh, but this time, a break for the Chargers. And they are within 1 point. It's 22-21. Bolton has been float serving this whole time, usually cross court. See if he mixes this up, goes into the middle of the court. High ball. Ball is dug. Oh, saved, but an impossible angle for Rappin. And Douglas scores the point.
A nice try by the Chargers. Try to keep that ball alive. Good job by the Royals sliding it out.
This is Shea Quinnell on the end line, putting it in play. Float serve, and it's long. So Huxley Wendland, second year out of Kamloops Secondary. Big serve for him right now.
True.
Oh, and he goes with a float. It's an overbump. Here's a chance. The Chargers coming in transition. And Stadola drills that one straight down.
Huxley, a true hybrid server, right? You don't really know what he's coming up with, whether that's a float or a spin. Great job there by the middle blocker and then Stadola.
You gotta give credit there, I think, to Rappin, because he's been using Sugar a lot in the middle, and so the middle for Douglas stayed there, and he popped it to the wing. It's one-on-one. So good choices, as you can see, how setters run their offense.
Exactly. I'm sure Matt thinks about that throughout the game. You want to establish your middle so that the wingers, they get a little bit more freedom on their attacks. Right now, Lachlan being used a lot by Matthew. Really good job. As long as the Chargers have a good passing, I'm sure he'll keep using Lachlan while at the same time freeing up all the wing attackers.
Exactly. You can release every once in a while just to keep those middles honest on the Royals side, and we are tied here at 23 all. And Ed, how important is set number 3 in a 5-set match when you're tied 1-1?
Well, everybody's already a little bit tired, right? Middle of the game here, we know there's one more set for sure. You don't want to get to the 4th set, having to win an extra set to take it to the 5th, especially at home, especially against the champs. So 23 all here. Hawksley going for a hybrid serve. We'll see what he comes up with.
Yeah, the last one was quite effective. Forced a high ball to the outside. See if he can do the same thing. This pass a lot better. And a quick set to the wing. And it looked like it went under the block there.
Yeah, I guess a missed opportunity here for the Chargers. Quick set to the outside. The attacker wasn't able to come up with the swing. You for sure want to bring that ball up on defense. You don't want to allow tips, power tips, roll shots to drop on your side.
Joshua Singh on the end line. He's one of those big spin servers. Oh, do you take a rip at it here?
Oh, you got to go for it.
Oh, he did. But that one was in the middle of the net. Didn't have a chance to go over. Rappin, he has an opportunity now. Now he's been a float server. Again, serving to position 1, which is cross court. Goes into the middle this time, back set. Sugar was there. Second time, and this one is pushed down. And that was a really quick tip.
Yeah, great tip there. I don't think that was a carry, right? Chargers were complaining a little bit here, but I think it was a quick tip.
Yeah.
Good resource by Luke.
Another opportunity for Douglas College to take this set. Oh, you can see something came off that one, off that serve. Here's a chance. Marvin. He's dug, kept alive. Oh, a free ball. Stadola didn't hit that one. He just put it over. Marvin again. And this one is blocked, but it's out of bounds. And the set goes to Douglas College. It is 26-24. The Chargers fighting, but not able to close the door.
Yeah, Chargers had the opportunity there with Eli. Went for a two-handed tip. Whereas when the Royals had the opportunity, Marvin just came swinging and hitting the ball hard and deep, able to score.
props to the Royals. Good job by the Douglas College.
So it is 2-1 for Douglas College over the Camosun Chargers in this season opener. We'll be right back with set number 4. And the teams are back on the floor as we get set to the start of set number 4 in this best of 5 matchup. Douglas College up 2-1. Chargers open with a win in set number 1. And Douglas has been in control since then. Set number 3, a very tight contest, but Douglas pulled it out in the end. So this is a big set for both teams. Douglas looking to get their first W, and the Chargers trying to stay alive and force this to 5. And that one is rejected by Scherger. And Camosun draws first blood, 1-0. Rappin is on the end line from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Went to St. Mary's High School. And straight back comes Douglas, attacking out of the middle. Very, very quick shot. And that was Joshua Lang making contact.
Yeah, Royals with a good passing game so far here on this match.
And this ball is roofed. Stadola trying to go down the line, and Luke Hands was right there and said, "In your face."
Yeah, might not be the tallest blocker, but really quick on his feet. You know, able to find a good positioning there, not allowing Stadola to hit down the line.
High ball. Waldring was over top, but it's dug. And this one looks like it's hit long, but was there a touch? No touch has been signaled. Bobby Vu is the up referee, the first referee for this match, calling the lines person over. Gonna ask him if he saw anything. And the lines person indicating he did not see a touch. Therefore, there was no touch. Of course, everybody else thinks there was a touch as the head coach and the captain are having words. Undoubtedly, he will go back to Bobby Vu and ask him a question.
Yeah, lines person called it in at first. I guess the Royals are looking either for a touch or an in call. Not entirely sure which one. But it seemed to me like a good swing, but Bobby is giving it out.
Now those are ones you can't win, but you have to make the point in case it happens again. And
Exactly.
maybe the referee will think twice, who knows? But they are just calling what they see. Off the tape, this one goes. Off the hands, kept alive. Chargers in transition, but that was a complete miscue. And that point goes to Douglas.
Royals so far showing a little bit more organization through their systems. Chargers sometimes, miscommunicating amongst themselves. Royals up 3-2.
And this one is stroked down hard. Sharp cross court from Waldring.
Yeah, the Chargers want to have a chance here of winning this fourth set, and therefore taking it to a fifth. Eli will have to be a big piece here. Good swinger, powerful swings. Gotta be a little bit more effective here.
Oh, and that ball is in by a mile. I'm not 100% sure what Parker Hicks was thinking there because he ducked. That ball was still in by a meter. Yeah, I agree with you that what you'd like to see is Eli Waldring just getting lots of volume.
A little under the net serve there.
Yeah,
that
was,
pass on that one.
Yeah.
Well, he's got some credit, just scored an ace.
I think that went off his forearm. Float serve, Stadola struggles with this one, Waldring. It's an over bump, another chance. In the middle, it goes, looks like a back set. And out of bounds, that ball ricochets off the Chargers block. Point for Douglas College, and that's the one I was talking about where I would have liked to see Rappin go back to Waldron.
Exactly.
Give him the volume, right? Let him earn his place.
I mean, it's okay to try to have a balanced offense up until a certain point, right? Sometimes you just have to score the ball.
Yeah. And the Royals outside attackers just continue to pound on that ball.
Yeah, and you can see like how they're moving, right? Both Luke and Nicholas, very quick players, quick on their feet, powerful jumpers, and they always giving it 100%, swinging the ball hard and deep.
And they're fearless. I'm not sure where that two-handed tip comes from, but Waldring has to make some contact on that ball.
Yeah, I agree with you, Charles. Great swing there by Jake. Where you gotta be able to, just be a little bit more aggressive here. Forget the tips a little bit, the two-hand tips, the power tips, roll shots, and start to swing the ball.
Well, speaking of swinging on the ball, Waldring on the serve. Puts this one in, but it's handled. And outside it goes. And it looked like it touched the antenna, but it might have been just a brush of the net. That's exactly what the head referee saw. So ball to the Royals. And Marvin on the end line.
Again, Nicholas, line shot, hitting nice and high.
Stodola handcuffed by that one. And a free ball opportunity for Royals in motion, but it's kept alive by the Chargers. Little half swing, here they come again. The Chargers hanging in there, good rally here. Another tip. And finally, a big block from the Chargers, tight together. Wendland and Rappin, and they reject Robles.
Yeah, nice. This time the tip paid off. Chargers able to put up a good block in front of the attacker. It doesn't always go like that, but great job here by the Chargers. Still down 1 point.
Bolton. Into the net it goes. Nicholas Robles from David Thompson, third-year player. Takes something off this one. It's a perfect pass. Waldring! That's what we were talking about.
That's exactly what we want to see from Eli, right? Just keep sending him the ball, keep telling him to go at it. That's what he does best. Touches really high, really powerful arm swing, so gotta keep continuing going to him.
Wendland. Nice pass. And into the net it goes. Marvin missing the top of the tape there.
I don't see a lot of mistakes from Marvin. Wasn't able to connect on that one. A little bit of a shorter set, but still went and tried to hit it hard. Sometimes it doesn't go like that. One Chargers.
Wendland. There's that same set. Kept alive. Douglas swinging again. Chargers. Oh, it looked like they lost sight of the ball. Stodola. Maybe he thought somebody else was going for it, but either way, it lands on the Chargers' court.
Missed opportunity there by the Chargers. Good dig by Eli. Kyle and the middle blocker were not able to figure out where the ball was.
And this time, Scherger is shut down as he had two blockers on him in the front row.
Exactly, which is perfect pass from the Chargers, but the Royals blockers opted on staying with the middle. Tells you that they're kind of figuring out the setter tendencies.
Right. And that's when you got to start mixing things up, right? Move it around. Maybe you go back to a C ball in the back row for your right side player, or maybe that quick ball out to the wing.
Exactly.
Or a pipe. This one is dug by the Chargers. Here's a right side attack, really tight to the net, but kept alive. And there's a pipe. Scherger was kind of there, but certainly not in the right position as that ball was hammered.
Yeah, Nicholas just showing off here tonight at Pisces. Definitely the best scorer here of the night so far. I don't have official stats, but I'm sure he's got the most points of all the players. Really good job here by the left side.
And this one is hit out of bounds, but it is a net violation, I think, coming from the Royals. So that ball goes to the Chargers, and Stodola is on the end line. Oh, a beautiful serve. Nice positioning.
Nice. Very nice spin serve. He's got a low toss. So as a passer, it's tough to predict, you know, what kind of serve is coming in. You don't have much time to adjust to his approach. A really good serve there by Kyle.
And Marvin goes outside the block, between the outside blocker and the antenna, finds a gap. He's got uncanny accuracy.
A very consistent player, right? Definitely found his position here on the right side. Have all the shots, line shot, deep cross, sharp cross. Great job here by the right side.
And this one hits the top of the tape, and unlike others that have gone over, Luke Hans was unlucky there, just fell down on the Royals side. So we are all tied up here at 12 apiece in set number 4. And this one is down the line. Beautiful shot.
Great line shot here by Nicholas. Really impressive performance here from him tonight.
Again, another bit of an errant shot. Forced a tip over from the Chargers, and they paid the price.
It's so hard to kill a ball on a tip, right? It really has to be your last resource, really, if you don't have anything to do with that ball. Otherwise, it's just a free opportunity for the other team.
And back in the middle come the Chargers and put that one away. Still a 1-point match here, or 1-point set rather.
That's the kind of game the Chargers want to play, right? Good pass, able to pick an attacker to set the ball. Good job here by the Chargers on that side out.
Here's Jackson Bolding coming in to serve. He's a setter, so he'll probably be setting out of the back row. The Chargers have a big front row lineup. Back set. And it is off the block and out of bounds. As Marvin just too strong.
Yeah, nice try there by the Chargers. But Marvin just scoring at will from the left side, from the right side. Really consistent performance tonight.
And Chargers going with new hands here. As this ball is blocked, and that was right back into Micah Snowballin, outside hitter first year from Vernon. He gets a taste of the Douglas block. Chargers now trailing by 3. Set number 4. And this one sails long. Stadola watching that ball, deciding at the last minute to scoot out of the way.
Yeah, only thing tonight here for Marvin really is the misserves, the float misserves. I'm sure he's not used to miss this many, but overall good performance tonight.
Bolton. And this one is called a carry or a lift. Again, it's that slow push that referees don't like. The ball cannot come to rest in your hands, as I said before. And if it is on, if that ball is on your hand as it's traveling through the air, it'll be called. And this one lands in again. A bit of an errant decision-making on the part of the Royals, as it wasn't particularly difficult, but it was just nicely placed.
Yeah, good placement there on that flow serve. Not too hard, maybe just go for a hand pass there and attack that ball. Good job by the Chargers.
Here's a chance for the Chargers. They're going outside the tip, and that scores. Marvin late coming in on that, and he's a big man. He's got a lot of distance to cover to get down to bring up a ball like that.
That's a big body for sure, yeah. Not as easy to go down. That's why you got to play from down and up, right? You got to start low so you don't have to get down and then lose some time and the ball drops.
So the Chargers are up by 1. And a high ball. And this one, is it in? It's out. It is out. The linesman had the flag up.
Yeah, questionable call here.
And
The Royals
that
are
one-
not happy.
That one is called out. And again, a discussion between the coach and his captain. In the sport of volleyball, only the captain can talk to the referee.
Yeah, theoretically, only the captain can talk to the referee. Royals not happy with some calls here tonight.
But it's called out, and there's no way you're going to overturn that. So the Chargers now with a 2-point lead as we are closing in on the end of this set. And this one is mishit as the Royals now a little bit unspooled here. 3 mistakes in a row have allowed the Chargers to go up 19-16.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to not think about those what you consider a mistake from the ref or a point that the other team got, and that kind of throws you off a little bit, right? You can tell the Royals are not dialed in right now. Chargers 3-point ahead now.
So the Royals taking a timeout, just a breather. It's kind of a reset more than anything, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, the Royals have been performing really well here tonight. Just this last 3 points here, a couple of mishits, and then yeah, that kind of threw them off a little bit.
You know, the one thing I got to say about the Chargers is that they're being tenacious. Like, they're not rolling over. They're trailing, but they fight back, and then they're trailing and they fight back, and they're hanging in there, and that's really all you need.
Yeah.
Because as it gets close to the end, you only got to win by 2.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see if they can maintain this momentum and this lead as we head towards the end of the set. Bolton on the end line. High ball, tipped off the block, kept alive though. Another opportunity. Here they come out of the pipe, and this one is drilled, and that was a beautiful pipe shot. It's kind of cross body.
Exactly, yeah. 2 blockers in front of him. He saw the out of body angle there available, able to kill that ball. Luke hands, beautiful job. Nicholas now serving.
Now if somebody can get the Royals back into play, it is this man on the service line, and as he spanks one, it's a right side set, and there's an error as that ball is hit out. And that's an untimely error from Micah Snobellin. So it allows the Royals to advance within 1 point here. Into the net it goes. So the Chargers first to 20. But as you know, Ed, these 5 points are the hardest to get in a match.
Yeah, these are the main points, right? Even though, they all add up at the end, you got to get to 25. Right now, you got to score. You got to hit to score. You got to be decisive with your actions.
And there's an ace serve coming from the Chargers. That was Wendland. I'm not sure if he just mishit it and there wasn't a lot of juice on it, or if it dived, but either way, the result was good for Camosun.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever know what he meant there, but in any case, really good serve. Here he goes again.
If I was him, I'd be saying, I meant to do that, and it exactly as I planned. But the next one was out of bounds, so that gives a point to the Royals, and that gives Shea Quinnell a chance to put it in play. He's from Woy Woy in Brisbane, Australia. And Stadola is roofed. 1-on-1 on the wing. And that was a big block coming from the setter for Douglas, Joshua Singh.
Yeah, Joshua, a really good jumper. You cannot expect him just because he's a setter that he's going to have a low block. Really nice block there.
And again, he gets a piece of it, keeps it alive, and gives the Royals a chance to score the point, which is exactly what they do, and we're tied. And just like that, those 3 points have evaporated.
Exactly. Timeout Chargers. Nice shot there by Lou. Low set, able to do that block. Royals back in the set and back in the game.
So both teams seem to be trading points in bunches. You know, one goes up 3, and then all of a sudden we're tied because the other team comes on 3. And what you want to try to get to, maybe that's part of the early season, is you don't give those points away in bunches. 1, maybe 2 at the most, but never more than that.
And especially at this time on the set, right? It was, I think, 21-18. It was a 3-point difference, and now they're back at it. So, you know, sometimes maybe a timeout call before, you know, those 3 points. But as a player, you cannot allow that, right? You got blocked by the setter. It happens, but you got to be a little bit more decisive with your actions, especially at the end of the set.
Well, credit to Jeff Ross for calling that timeout that allowed the Royals to kind of reset and go on a bit of a run. And looking for their 4th in a row, that's Shea Quinnell, as he's going to put this ball in play, float serve.
Yeah, Royals have all the momentum here right now.
Into the middle it goes, 1, 2, and 3, it's over. It's a good shot, it goes again. Here's a chance for the Royals, and they score. So maybe once too often into the middle there.
Yeah, even though the Chargers had 3 attackers on the net, 2 blockers were waiting for the middle on that set there. Good job by the Royals blocking system.
Well, of course, they didn't have Eli as the outlet because he was on the sideline because of an earlier substitution. So it gives the Royals the lead at this point. Stadola, though, comes back. Redemption as he wipes it off the blocker's hands.
There you go. Hitting not hard and deep. Aiming for that deep corner. Cross shot. Good job by Kyle. We'll see what Matthew can do from the service line now.
Oh, and that one is off the antenna. So an error from Douglas College, as that gives a lead to Camosun, and Ross calls another timeout. And you know, it's interesting that when we're talking to Edvard before the start of this match, and he was really fired up. I had a chance to watch the team in training earlier in the week, and he was actually just getting over a really, I wouldn't say bad, but a kind of a cold.
Right.
And I'm wondering if that kind of factored into his performance this week. It's not so easy to bounce back like that. And when the school starts in September, and you know, you see that with a lot of colds go around.
Oh yeah, flu season right now. I'm sure he's probably feeling better now. You know, I don't think also, you know, he wants to make this, you know, the theme of like why he didn't perform.
No,
right?
no.
You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah,
so
but I do think it may play a factor. You know, illness is a big factor in high performance sports for sure.
Yep. Yeah, but you cannot expect him to come back to this game. You
Totally.
never know, right?
Totally. Well, there may be an opportunity as the Chargers are knocking on the door. 23-22 in set number 4. For them, it's do or die. Good serve, tight to the net. Ball is kept alive. It's a free ball, set over. Pipe again, and this time it is blocked. Scherger is there. He wasn't fooled at all.
Finally, a nice block on that pipe attack. Nicholas being really effective here on the pipe attack so far. Lachlan this time wasn't fooled by the setter. Big block in front of Nicholas.
That's when it pays to be long. And this one is tight to the net. Outside it's set. And this one is in sharp cross court and down. So it is set point, a simple side out for the Chargers, all that's required. But sometimes that's not so simple.
Oh, that's the hardest point of the night for the Chargers. Good spin server now on the Royal side. We'll see what happens.
Perfect pass into the middle, and it is drilled down. Sugar puts it away, and the Chargers stay alive. A great set back and forth for them. Down and then even, and down and then even, but still tenacious. And so we are tied at 2 sets apiece, going to a 5-setter. And as we get set, we know that the 5-setters are 15 points. It's about 5 or 7 minutes. So really, this is going to come down to errors.
Yes, you don't want to make, of course, you never want to make any mistakes ever, right? We know volleyball is a game of mistakes, but especially on the 5th set, right? You only go to 15. You only have maybe 1 or 2 chances to serve the ball. You only maybe get set like 2, 3 times over the set. So you gotta be able to come in at 100% all the time, right? Forget the tips, forget the 2-hand tips, power tips, road shots, aim deep on the corners and hit it hard.
Well, as we mentioned earlier in this broadcast, the women's match went to 5 sets. And the Camosun Chargers came out on top 15-13 in 2.5 hours of play. And here we are going to a 5th set on the men's side. So these two teams really evenly matched.
Evenly matched, yes. Right now, Marvin and Nicholas, as well as Luke on the Royal side being really effective, attacking the ball. On the Chargers side, we have Jake being really consistent. The middle blockers, Lachlan being a force on the net, attacking and blocking. So we'll see what happens here on the 5th set. Exciting.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, this is where the big players have to earn their money.
Yes.
You know, it's where you see guys like Marvin step up and they just find another level. And where players like Eli, who are capable, have to step up and match that level.
Exactly. Yeah, this is going to go down. This is about the big names here for sure, right? Of course, it's always about the team, but you got to rely on your big attackers, your big players to come out on top here at the end of this 5th set. So you have to start at 100% from the service line, fully dialed in. No unforced mistakes, no floats mistakes, right? You don't want to get aced. You know, any chance you get, try to keep the ball alive and take a swing at it.
So the Chargers riding a little momentum as we go into this 5th set, and they are ready to serve. Douglas will have that first serve. Josh Singh from Sydney, the Cumberland area. He has an effective spin serve. He puts that one in well. Into the middle it goes, but it's Doug. An opportunity for the first points, but Camosun is there. This ball is still in action. A lot of play going on here, but at the end of the day, it's the Chargers, and that was one of the oddest points of the match so far.
Wow, yeah, that third touch from the Chargers side, a perfect set to the Royals. Luke not able to take a full swing on it. Yeah, scramble play.
I'm not sure what the discussion is here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whether Marvin is suggesting that there was 4 contacts, perhaps.
Yeah, I didn't see that happening.
That it was set, and maybe he said that they touched the ball before the attacker did, something like that. Anyway, it is in the books as a point
First
for
point.
the Chargers. So here we go, right side, and this one is off Stadola's hands and out of bounds. Strong hit on the right side there from Luke Hands.
Good job by Luke.
Takes a lot off of that, going high outside in the seam. And this one's out of bounds. And Waldring goes in the gap.
Eli is going to have to score more points here on this fifth. Right? It's a good start.
I can't help but think maybe they got to set him a little higher.
A little higher, yeah. It definitely feels like he can reach a little bit higher there. I agree with you, Charles.
Tough serve from Stadola. Here's Marvin, though. And it is off the defense and out of bounds, so that scores.
Yeah,
and now there's discussions on this side. Was he a back row player?
Yeah, I could see Royals players complaining too. I think the music was still playing when the play was live. Ball was live, and there was still music going on, so that kind of threw everybody off a little bit.
Everybody was just dancing. Or was that just us?
I think that was just us, Charles.
Yeah.
Having too much fun here.
Yeah. Not sure what the outcome will be.
I think the point stands.
Score,
right? Everybody, that was the same condition for everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Score remains. It's 2-2, set number 5. And this ball is taken. It's right side set, and Waldring blasts that one off hands.
Yeah, exactly what we've been trying, been asking from Eli throughout the game.
Well, of course, we're both coaches from the sidelines.
Right, easy to talk while just watching. Yeah, for sure.
Sugar set to put this one in play. He goes deep, and that one is in. And that must be the third or fourth serve where Douglas has just left that ball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're playing up a little shorter, maybe to cut it off. And
yeah, it seems a little bit miscommunication from both left sides there. Always on that seam, 5-6.
This one, though, passed really well. Back set. Oh, and there is a flush. I thought maybe there was a net violation there from Quinnell, but the referees were right there and said, nope, that was all ball.
Yeah, refs having a little bit of work to do here on the fifth set. Yeah, lots of complaining from both sides.
All emotions are running now. Marvin on the float. And there's a little dump right into the middle. Tricky little play from Wendland.
Rapid, force the middle there. A little bit of a B pass. Still trying to connect with his middle. Good job by the middle blocker.
Waldring on the end line. Nice high toss. Here he comes. Takes something off it. Easy pass. And this one is hit out of bounds. An uncharacteristic error from Marvin. Looked like he was trying to overhit that perhaps.
Yeah, high set for him. I think he played with a little bit of a faster ball. Kind of threw off his timing there on the jump. Hit under the ball, out of bounds.
Oh, much harder this time coming from Waldring. Super high ball. Kept alive by the Chargers. High on the outside. Bolton swings at it, kept alive. Fantastic play on both sides. Here come the Chargers. 4 players coming down. And that ball is crushed. Cross court. Point for Camosun. They are up 7-3 now.
And it all starts with a good serve, right? Eli, high toss. Lots of weight behind that ball. Able to put the Royals out of system. Chargers scoring.
This one is passed well. Again, going back to Marvin, and another error. That ball hit into the net, and that's really uncharacteristic. We haven't seen that throughout this whole match so far. I'm wondering if there's fatigue, perhaps, or...
Could be. Yeah, Marvin has been really consistent here tonight. A couple of missed hits on the fifth and deciding set. I'm sure he's not happy with it. His coach is not happy with it. But don't ever count the champs out.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why they're the champs.
The way things have been going, and these points have been scored in bunches.
Exactly.
And the teams will change sides. Make sure that it's all even in the fifth set. That's when it happens. The down referee, the second referee, will check the rotations, make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be, and then play will just simply continue. So Waldring will remain on the end line, ready to put the ball across the net.
It's such an important serve right now for Eli, right? 8-3, you're ahead. You don't have to force that serve. You don't have to score an ace.
Right.
Just make them play, right? And now Marvin going to the bench. Straight opposite to opposite substitution.
An interesting move in set number 5. And this one is long. Not by much, but it is long, and that's what counts. That's a point for Douglas College. 8-4 now. Remember, we're playing to 15 points, win by 2. Robles on the end line. He's got a gun, but it is not firing. And, well, into the net, maybe.
Yeah, you have to wonder if there's fatigue, playing a role with the Royals right now. Nicholas was a great server throughout the whole match. Now here on the fifth set, both him and Marvin not really delivering.
Well, you can see Calvin Ma is up on his feet, maybe the first time that we've seen in this match so far, and he is really giving it to his players, trying to make them enthusiastic. But it's plays like that that will give the momentum back to Douglas College. Very heads-up play there.
Wow, Joshua, really beautiful attack there by the setter. Really aggressive setter. Love the way he plays.
Float serve coming from Monell. High ball, it's going to be high outside. There's Stadola off the block on a recycle. Here's a chance out of the back row. And a handset violation charged to the Camosun Chargers as they drop a point here. Another chance for a side out. Cornell still on the end line. Stadola has been the target. Oh, and he pumps this one down. And that is a sharp cross-court shot with authority.
Stadola, a really powerful athlete. Not the best of the passers, right? Definitely, the Royals are going after him, but really good job on delivering on that powerful attack. Great job by number 9.
Wendland. And he goes after it, but it is into the middle of the net on his own side. And so it's a 3-point game as the crafty Joshua Singh, the quarterback of this Royals team, is back on the end line to serve. Waldring, cross court into the corner.
Good job by Eli there, picking his spots, right? Not too much power behind that attack, but picking the right choice.
Rappin. High ball on the outside. And that one gets through the block. The Chargers get a slowdown, but can't contain the power on that. And really now this is just about consistency and execution and side-out game.
Yeah, for the Chargers, this is a side-out game now, right? You just side out all of your passing, and then you're good. We'll see how the Royals do.
Nice pass. Right side attack, and Stadola goes down the line.
Stadola, nice. Really, making a good change here with the Chargers team, showing off why he came off the bench to change how this game was going.
Let's see if he can put this ball in play. He's got that really low toss. It's an overbump. Here's a chance for a point for the Chargers. Goes off the blocker's hands. Sugar scores.
Nice. Paulo Stadola, good serve there. Low toss, still able to fix it midway through his approach. And then Lkwugen.
Chargers are knocking on the door here. Stadola with that very low toss, gets on top of this one. Set to the wing, and the block is there, and it ricochets out of bounds. It shows you the power of those attackers from the Royals. That ball ricocheted more than 9 meters straight back.
Well, really powerful attackers here on both sides, on the Royals for sure. Nicholas just being the best scorer here tonight.
Joshua Lang puts that ball up, a back set. Waldring. Here's another chance from the outside, and Bolton! What a set from Rappin right to the pin.
Scramble play there on the Royal side. And then Matthew putting that set to Jake Bolton on the left side, down the line. Beautiful hit here by number 3.
And it is match point for the Camosun Chargers in the season opener. And this puts the Royals in trouble, but they managed to score the point off the blocker's hands. So it is 14-10. The Chargers have 4 match points.
Royals were in big trouble on that last point, still able to kill that ball. Now the Chargers have 4 match points.
Here we go. It's tight to the net, back set, punched over, kept alive though, and it is out. The ball is hit from the back row, out of bounds. The linesperson's flag went up, and the Chargers have bounced back to win this match in 5 sets. It is 15-10 for Camosun. What a comeback.
Yeah, great job here by the Chargers. Royals were a little bit more consistent throughout the game, but starting at the 4th and 5th sets, the Chargers were able to maintain their levels of energy and outlast the Royals at last. Great job here on opening night by the Chargers and by the Royals too. Proud to the Royals team. Really good fight tonight.
Yes, it was great fight, and the Royals very dynamic attackers on the outside, led by the steady Marvin. Seems to kind of run out of gas, or maybe is ill or had some kind of a little injury, but came out towards the end. And that kind of makes a difference to the rhythm of your team. On the Chargers side, they seem to find more energy the longer this match went on.
Exactly, yeah. Royals not able to sustain that level of aggressiveness that they showed on the first 3 sets, and Chargers able to come out on top here tonight.
So the Camosun Chargers take the opener here in the first weekend of PACWEST action. 3-2 over the visiting Douglas College Royals. We'll be back with interviews in just a minute. Stay close to me.
Okay.
Honey.
I can hear my voice. It's tripping me out.
All right, I'm here with Lachlan Sugar after the Chargers have a great 3-2 victory over the Douglas College Royals. Tell me about the game plan. What were you thinking coming into this match against the silver medalists from last year's national championships?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game and ups and downs all game, but like we tried to keep the energy, trying to get to those pins, obviously. Not a lot of action through the middle for them, so trying to stay on some big outside balls there, yeah.
So you seem to have really great timing with Rappin in the middle. Is there something you guys have worked on? Because you just seem to be there and he seems to know where you are.
Yeah, I mean, we did definitely have the connection tonight. He was doing very well for me. I guess we've been playing together for a couple of years, so just comes down to that and just a bit of trial and error at practice, and yeah.
So you are now a veteran of the Chargers, coming from Australia to come over and play. How has this experience been overall?
Unreal. Like, volleyball, unreal. Experience, culture, unreal. Like, it's just, thank you Canadians for having me, honestly. It's just been such a great experience and, like, best experience of my life, to be honest.
Great.
So,
And the goal for this year?
natty champs, baby.
National champs.
What else is there?
There you have it. So the Camosun Chargers off to a great start with an opening day victory on their way to a potential national championship. Who knows?
Thank you.
Okay, buddy. Thanks so
man.
much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
bet.
If you have a ticket, seriously, just give it to me. I'll deal
I'm
with
just going to say January the 9th. I'll send you a note.
it. Okay.
But January the 9th, I'm not going to be able to make now.
Okay.
But that'll be the only one. The other ones are all fine.
Eddie's working on your replacement for the Cotter match on November 1st, so maybe we can get
Who
someone
is?
a couple times.
Eddie is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He said, I don't know, I'll think about it.
Oh.
So I put it on delegation, Charles. That's my expertise now. Put it on someone
I
else.
can think of anybody. Last time I gave you Chris, right?
Yeah, so I reached out to Chris. He actually is in, I think he's in Kelowna to watch his girl play or something like this. But he did an awesome job actually. It was really good.
You
Yeah.
could get, what about Carmichael?
Al? Oh, yeah, I can reach out to him. He never responds to my emails though.
Really?
So yeah, he just ghosts me. I have his school email, the Oak Bay one.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, but I can never get a hold of him.
Do you need help with this?
No, I can do it. No,
Sure?
get out. No, I appreciate you, Charles, but yeah, no, get out of here. Have a good night. Yeah, see ya.